My name is Tim Thomas, and I'm going to show you some basic editing skills in Studio One for the Berkeley Media's Introduction to Music Production course offered on Coursera.org. First thing I wanted to do was show you how to name a track, and that simply is easy as typing the name in while you're creating a new track. If you wanted to change that name, you can come over and just double click on the name, retype it and hit enter, and you're done. Next thing I wanted to do is show you how to color the tracks. Coloring a track is just as easy as clicking on the left side of the track where the color is already and going down to the color that you want for that track, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Next thing is I want to show you how to edit, and basically this region here of my vocals, as you can see, are just completely silent. There may be some clicks or pops from the room while I was waiting to record, and I just want to get rid of that. And so I can do that, and I'll show you how to zoom in here first by going like this and dragging that bar over. But also Studio One has a great feature where you can click and drag left and right to move the view of these tracks, but you can drag up and down to zoom in and out at the same time. So I really want to go to a region right before where this is, and as you can see, I can get pretty accurate because the snap is turned on. There is actually a snap to grid button right here. If I click it, I can be very precise as to where I want the cursor to be, which is great for some editing tools, but most of the time you really want to be able to snap to the grid. So that's how you do that. So the next thing is, if I want to separate this audio so that I get rid of the audio that was just dead space, I can either come up and click on the split tool and then click on a region and it will just instantly split, or I can click, and if I shift click I can select multiple tracks in a Mac, and at that point all I have to do is Option X and those will actually be split right there at the cursor. Then I can just shift select and hit delete, and those tracks are deleted right there. Now those tracks aren't actually deleted, the regions are deleted, so I could still pull those regions back in and out, and this is a good trim feature. Let's say I wanted to trim the song a little bit more, I could turn off the snap, grab the edge of the song and go right to there. The next thing I wanted to do is show you how to set a marker. So let's say I wanted to set a marker right here where the vocals began. Well, first I want to turn on the the marker toolbar by clicking on this flag here, and then I've got a plus and a minus, and that will add and delete markers at where the line is. And so that can be renamed. If I double click on the marker, I can say vocals start, enter, and there it is. You can see it's vocals start, and then if I play, I can actually hit Shift B and it will go back to the marker, or if I'm over here I can hit Shift N and it will go to the next marker. So again, hitting delete over here will delete the markers. To create a crossfade, all you have to do is hit one track and then the other track with holding Shift down, and then hit the letter X, and that will create a crossfade for you. So the next thing I wanted to show you was merging. So let's say I wanted to merge all of this now together so that it was one even track. All I have to do is click on the first one, then hold Shift, Command, and then A to select all of the different takes that make up this track now. And if I right click, I get a menu and I say Merge to Audio Part. The last thing that I want to show you is the idea of cycling, or looping as it's called in Studio One, which is the ability to identify a region of the song that you want to play over and over and over again automatically. It's really, really helpful in zeroing in on things that you need to edit. And so you do that by dragging your mouse up to the toolbar here, and then click and drag the region that you want to loop, and then come down and activate the loop down here. And then when you play the song,
before the moment disappeared, before the moment
just keeps looping.